is here. The moment, the time and the day you have been waiting for. The one, the only, the greatest commentator alive. Mr. What's blazing in sports himself. Teed up. This is a T-Dub production. Let's get it. Sierra F is in the building, America, about to travel, let's get it. Don Dollar, salute. Oh, we're gonna talk about this. Oh, we're gonna talk about it. In 3 seconds, we're gonna talk about it. Matter of fact, drop that beat.
Yeah!
Okay. What's Blazing Productions? What's up, Lola? I see you.
What?
I got issues.
What?
Talk to him, LaJohn.
What?
Listen.
Yeah!
See, I couldn't do this without LaJohn on the beat.
What?
I had to go get LaJohn.
Yeah!
Man, listen, I need you, son. Let's do it. Okay. Teed up. All right. Talk to him, LaJohn.
What?
The question that never gets answered.
Yeah!
What? Okay. Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Should we? Oh, you gonna drop the beat like that on the T-Dub? Okay,
What?
whatever. Talk to him. Talk to him, LaJohn.
Yeah!
Yeah, talk to him. Talk to him.
What?
I said talk to him.
Yeah!
You get it now, okay. All right, guys. Let's get it. Let's put Lola away. Yo, welcome, guys. It's your boy T-Dub was Blazing Sports. I am your host, T-Dub, and I'm going to give you the news that you absolutely cannot refuse. Guys, we got to talk about box. I know I've been absent, guys. Been dealing with a ton, but I am still here with the weight on my shoulders, giving you one more squat. Let's get it. Sierra F in the building, Ethan Elliott was tracking, homie. Don America about to travel. Yes, we are in. The best is here. If I get my phones, we can get that line open too. Just if you guys want to. But before that, guys, let me give you some talk while you smash that like button. Let's get it. Matter of fact, let me change this picture. We're not talking about this. I wish I could have been more prepared, but your boy T-Dub is working from home. And I work to the very last second I have to go live. So let me do this. But I have a topic. I want to talk about this. I saw Keith Thurman do a live Instagram video. And when the question was asked, and I want your guys' thoughts on this as well. When the question that was asked to Keith Thurman about fighting Terence Crawford. See, something exciting me wants to get so excited, but I got to remember to T up. Your voice is all tore up from the floor up. It's like a 5-year-old bedroom. You got to take your time. Take your time and do it right. Hoping that she's feeling tight. If she's not feeling tight, it may not be your night. Take your time and do it right. I'm stupid, all right? I get it, corny. I get it. I say whatever comes to my head. Where's that picture? What'd I do with it? What did I do with it? I created it. No, I didn't. Took it out to Google. I just changed this. I resized it. Where is it? So while I look for this, guys, Keith Thurman said that basically he's not afraid to fight nobody about fighting Terence Crawford. He said, listen. Tell him send me the contract and watch me sign it. Keith Thurman said, tell them send me the contract and watch me sign it. One, no matter how much grief Keith Thurman gets, and he gets a lot, I think Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford's a good fight. 2, I think Keith Thurman has learned. What do you mean learn, T-Dub? Come, hold your horses. Matter of fact, take one of them and go down that Old Town Road and ride it till you can't no more. Keith Thurman, a few years back, when he was asked about would he fight Earl Smith Jr. and would he fight certain people, he was always like, no, I'm going to fight this guy, and I ain't going to fight that guy, and he has to do this and he has to do that. Basically, he learned how to say the things to cover his backside in case there's kids listening. He learned how to say what he should say. But the real Ripley, believe it or not, do you believe it? Do you believe he would take that smoke with Terence Bud Crawford right now or not? And I'm telling you, I don't care what you say. I don't care who you pick. Keith Thurman fights Terence Crawford. That's a damn good fight. Also, guys, you know what? Oh, I got some good news. Out of nowhere, I haven't been doing videos. Maybe YouTube, like, you know, we always shafting this guy. We cut his views off so it can't reach new people. They came through and slid some of my email, right? They said, hey, by the way, what's blazing? You are now eligible to get memberships. I have not got into it yet. I haven't broken it down yet. I didn't even look into it because I didn't get it. So now that I got it, I got to see how to even break it down. But that is something that's out there now. And I still haven't found that picture. But I'm going to find it. I am going to find it. And if you guys cannot hear me, if anything wrong with the audio, let me know. I know my phone audio is jacked up. Huh? I'm not going to find that. Don't look like it. I'm going to give it one more quick over, then I'm gone. I'm going to leave it. It's crazy. I saved it on this laptop. Take your time and do it right. I don't have it. Gosh. Oh, wait. Let's get it. So, Marathon Bag of Travel said, I like to see that fight. I would as well. Sarah F is crying laughing. Not sure if it's what I said or something that somebody said in the media, but I do say some stupid things. That brother, a poet, and don't even know it. No American Past Travel. You are. You just made that rhyme. Don Dollar says, little twins keep Bud Crawford name out your mouth or get smoked. Yes, I got to get my phone. I don't have it right now. I'm going to go get it. And shout out, listen, guys, I was trying to come up with something new. Most of the beats you guys hear, I think one of them is from YouTube. The other ones I typically make just for me. So when the countdown, you hear that do 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 do, I just make my little beats to produce it. They're not always great, but nobody can get me for copyright. Now, I did use Little John. Yeah, and what? Now I'm hoping that little snippet is not enough because people already use those things. And I'm not trying to sell the beat because it's my beat. So hope you guys enjoy it. I'm not sure how much you can hear of it, but I wish I can find it. So let me do this. I'm going to get my phone just in case anybody wants to call. I'll be there. Dun, 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 dun. I don't get it. What did I do with it? I don't get it. I'm pretty sure I had it on this laptop. Or did I not? Or did I not? You know what? Oh, there it is. Let's do it. Because I hate to have another topic up there. Hold on, guys. Bam! All right, so I'm going to get loaded out. Let me grab my phone. We're going to get back to rapping. Remember, guys, while I go get my phone, get your thoughts together. Get your opinions together. Comment below. I'm going to come right back, jump into the chat room, read what you guys got to say. And if anybody want to call in, jump in and get some of this smoke. Or just give me their thoughts on about this fight. Because, listen, I got to get into it. I ain't got that much time to waste. Let's get it. Lil John.
What? Yeah! What? Yeah! What? Yeah! What? Yeah! What? Yeah! What?
Work. Work. That's enough.
Yeah!
All right, guys. So now, as you see, we are back at it. Matter of fact, I put just a little bit beat, but not too much. Let's do something like this. Too enough. Here we go, guys. American Basketball said, yes, indeed, Crawford versus one time. I'm telling you right now, that would be fire. Just like Don Dada told me, guys, to keep giving me this work. And that's what I'm doing. Listen, guys, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. And all you have to do is smash the like button. That's it. If you ain't smashing the like, then you ain't smashing right. And you wonder, when you go home to your missus, you think you put in work, you roll over 3 minutes later, sweating your butt off, she's dry. You're like, oh, that was the best, baby. All you get is some, She rolls over, pulls out her phone. No. It's not a secret boyfriend in real life. She's watching T-Dot videos to get her rocks off. Now, but if you smash the button right now, the like button right now, you go home, put them same 3 minutes in. Sweat like you just came out of a swimming pool. Michael Phelps wet. She had no need to watch a T-Dub video to get her rocks off. Because you just did it for her by smashing the like button. Let's get it. Keith sometime Thurman. Okay, now we here. I want AB versus Bud. No, I don't want that. Listen, man, I don't think AB can beat Bud. I give Adrian Broner all props because he never said no. Think about this, right? We talk about Adrian Broner. We talk about how he doesn't let his hands go. We talk about the troubles he's been into, but he hasn't said no. Like, there has not been smoke that he wasn't willing to take a puff from. I got respect for that. But do I believe that he can beat Keith Thurman? Not Keith Thurman, but Terence Crawford. I don't. And you know what? It's a fight that I don't think it would enhance Terence Crawford's career. But let's talk about this, right? So I was watching a little bit of video just a minute ago. See, I can't work and listen to videos. See, that's how I try to get caught up in my boxing, right? So I'm working, but I'm listening to boxing all the time. Sometimes I miss some things, but I'm always listening. I'm always working. And every now and then something will catch my attention, like a fat booty when I walk by. But catch my attention, right? And Bob Arum did an interview. And he said that this, and I don't really believe it, but it could be true. He says it's true. He said, listen, Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao, that is a real valuable fight that can actually happen. He said, listen, the Pacquiao versus Conor McGregor, the Terence Crawford versus Conor McGregor, yes, we talked about it before about doing a crossover fight, but listen, that stuff is dead in the water. That is a fish floating in the water side up. It's dead. It's dead. But he said Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford is a real option. He said Terence Crawford wants that smoke and Manny Pacquiao wants that smoke. But to be honest, just like the video I did, a lot of these things come back to what Manny Pacquiao wants to do. Do Manny Pacquiao go to Terence Crawford route? Does he go to Mikey Garcia route? Does he do a rematch with Keith Thurman? I'm going to tell you this. I don't really want to see the rematch with Keith Thurman. Maybe Keith Thurman fans want to see the rematch with Manny Pacquiao, but I don't want to see it. Give me something new. That's what I feel like. Now, there's some fights that's so good that I want to see a rematch. So that's personal. That's personal, right? People, you can watch T fight all the time. But just me personally, I'm not tasting them, for a Thurman versus Pacquiao rematch. And when Keith Thurman was asked about fighting Terence Crawford, he said this, right? Kind of got the chest poked out a little bit, like T-Dub, right? He said, and just to let you guys know, I'm back in the gym, man. Your boy T-Dub put on serious weight. Listen, I've been slacking. So, when Keith Thurman was asked about fighting Terence Crawford, potentially next, he said, watch this. Tell them send me the contract and watch me sign it. Yes, it sounds good. To Thurman fans, it sounds great. That is the gravy on the mashed potatoes. Give me a spoon of it. Do I believe it? No, I don't. I don't believe it. He did have a preference. He said this. He said, the pecking order goes Manny Pacquiao, if not him, Earl Spence Jr., if not him, then Terence Crawford. But here's my thing. If that is true, and if Earl Spence Jr. is already penciled in potentially to fight Danny Garcia, so Earl Spence might be off the table like 30 dishes. And if Manny Pacquiao if he decides to not do the rematch with Keith Thurman, there's no option to fight Earl Spence Jr., and he decides to fight Manny Pacquiao, not Manny, but Mikey Garcia. To me, the third option for Keith Thurman would be open to fight Terence Crawford. But here's something that he suggested, guys. This is what he said. He said, if not directly into it, which means basically you sign a contract, then I might not take it right away. He said that me and Danny Garcia can have a fight off, and then the winner fights for it. A title I really don't care about that Terence Crawford has, but it can go that route and build it up. Listen, the only reason, in my opinion, that Keith Thurman wants to fight Danny Garcia because he feels he's easy money, even though the first fight was scored close. Keith Thurman pretty much schooled him besides playing around. Keith Thurman had an easy fight versus Danny Garcia. Obviously, listen, it's like me fighting somebody that I done beat before, talking about I want to fight out with these guys. I want to fight out with little Jimmy over there. Yeah, 5-foot Jimmy. But you already fought him and beat him. I don't care. Let's get to it. He said, you light heavy dub, a spoon of mashed potatoes. Listen, Don Dada, your boy T-Dub, listen, I used to be in shape. Listen, no, I still got some guns. I still got a little gun, but the definition is leaving me like an ex-girlfriend I cheated on. It's leaving me fast. I used to like the song, I like big bucks and I can't deny it, but now I have a big gun and I can't deny it. But listen, guys, I'm back in the gym. I hit the gym yesterday for about 2 hours, man. I was in that thing. It was a struggle. I'm a person that used to be able to go out and run miles. Listen, I used to be able to go out and run miles. Now, I can hardly run a mile. I'm like, what is this? Because, listen, guys, it's all my fault. I'm going to get back to boxing, right? I used to work out a lot, and then I got a tear in my Achilles, which I couldn't run anymore. But I stayed in the gym trying to help people, but I was limited in what I can do. Then I started eating like crazy. Started eating that gravy with the mashed potatoes. Started putting cheese in it, sour cream in it, getting whole potatoes and just dumping bacon bits in it. Bread, pasta, fry this, fry that. Now your boy T-Dub fat, but it's cool, though. It's cool, though. I'm back at it. I'm still smiling. But I'm back at it, man. I'm at the gym today. Put like another 2 hours in, get a couple miles in and get warmed up, get back to the bags, then do me some burpees, some mountain climbers, some planks. I'm back. I'm back. Let's get it. Where does Shawn Porter fall into this mix? Bro, listen. Shawn Porter is a guy that he is a tough steak. He's a tough steak. If you fight Shawn Porter, you got to know you got to bring your best. Listen, to beat Shawn Porter, one, you have to be better than him, but not only being better than Shawn Porter, you have to bring your absolute A game. Whenever he lost, The other people had to fight for their life, as if literally their life was on the back of the wall. Their back was against the life was against the back of the wall, and they got to fight for it. Keith Thurman fighting for it. Danny fought, lost. Kell Brook fought him for it. Earl Spence Jr. That fight, they should have tied their life for death, because both fighters went in there with that mentality that it's going to take life and death to be me. You know, like, no. Even when Sean Porter was getting hit by Earl, he came back stronger. Many people had Sean Porter beating Earl Spence before he got clocked. Me personally, I was like, before the knockdown, like, man, I don't know. Sean might be up around. I don't know. And the next thing you know, clap. And the thing about it is, when Sean Porter has been dropped, he always bounced back ready for smoke. When Adrian Broner caught him early in that 12th round, bounced back up ready for smoke. When Earl Spence Jr. caught him in the 10th round, back up, jumping in his corner saying, come on. Listen, Sean Porter's the type of guy that if you have a beef and you want somebody to ride with you and fight with you, that's who you need, because he's going to bring smoke. Whether smoke there's a fire, whether it's fire there's a blaze, whether there's a blaze there's teeth up, and I'm back at like a crack at it, giving you bones and geekos this work. But where does Sean Porter fit in right here? It's a waiting game, bro. Sean Porter has to wait. Either he has to fight somebody that's not considered a step up fight, which means somebody going to move him forward in his career. He's just got to fight somebody that's below that, or wait. See, right now, Sean Porter doesn't have a belt. I don't believe he has marketing power to pull the attention of the big fighters to want to fight him. And most important, he's a dangerous fighter, very dangerous fighter. He has to wait to see what Pacquiao does, Earl Spence Jr. does, Danny Garcia does, Terence Crawford does. He just has to wait. And then whoever's left, he has to target that person. After that, it's like, who does he fight? He's not in the best position, but he's in a good position. Dante Watkins, salute T-Dub in chat. Yes, yes. Listen, man, guys, you guys want some of this smoke? Guys, listen, if you want to call in and give your thoughts on Keith Thurman versus Terence Crawford, your thoughts on the matchup, and also your thoughts on, do you believe him when he says this? If Terence Crawford sends me a contract, watch me sign it. Listen, that sounds like a warrior, a gladiator. Sounds like balls dropping. But we all know money comes to play. Listen, Bob Arum did an interview talking about Terence Crawford and potential matchups, right? Even talking about this. Think about this. Bob Arum brought up, yeah, we can try to do the Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter, but who's going to pay for it? Sean Porter might want this. Terence Crawford want to make this. We got to make our money back. But I'm going to have to say this. Bob Arum did make some really good points, but I'm going to get back to that. He said, who's going to pay for it? So if Bob seemed like he really don't want to pay for Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter unless somebody outside pay for a side fee, I don't think he's going to pay for Keith Thurman versus Terence Crawford. Honestly, if Bob is saying that, if I was Keith Thurman, I'd probably say it too. Because your promoter has to send it. You can talk all you want, but your talking don't write papers. Your talking don't hold anything when it comes to contracts. Terence. And Bob's already talking about where the money going to come from for Sean Porter, which means that fight is in doubt. Then where the money going to come from Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman is a proven bigger star than Sean Porter. And the crazy thing is, my beliefs is that Keith Thurman versus Terence Crawford is a hell of a fucking matchup. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. And that's what she said to me, not you. So, but Sean Porter is crazy. Sean Porter possibly could be more of a threat to Terence Crawford. Possibly than Keith Thurman. See, it's crazy. See, style make fights, right? Style make fights. Sean Porter has elevated his style as he's shown in the Earl Spence Jr. fight. He elevated. He trained like a madman. He trained like a man that was out on a mission to prove a point. Even in loss, he proved a point. But I don't think that fight's going to be made. But let me get back. Listen, I'm going to get to you guys. I'm going to get back. Let me get back to what Bob Arum said that I thought was, I can kind of agree with. He said, listen, man, when it comes to this is the second half of why, where the money's going to come from. And it makes some sense. Listen, guys, everybody can hit in this crisis right now. Everybody's getting hit, right? In some way, shape, form, or fashion, you're getting hit with this crisis. And a lot of people are not just going to want to spend money like that. Me personally, I don't know how it's going to show up. See, I want to see how the numbers for that new Trolls movie. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. You guys might say I'm a kid, but I saw the new Trolls movie. I saw it. I paid $19.95 for it. I saw it, and guess what? One of my favorite characters, is Tiny Diamond. Yes, I said it. Tiny Diamond. And I like his rap. There. And I like his rap. Let's go.
Yeah! What? Yeah!
All right. So, when it comes to Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford, listen, it's not going to happen next. It's not. Listen, would I want to see it? Yes. Do they got time to train? Yes. Listen, guys, in this type, this is bad. Overall, it is bad. Truly bad overall. But for fighters, it can almost be, you can be used as a moment to dedicate to your craft. Because a lot of things that you would be doing, instead of training, you can't do. You can't go. You can't see. You can't view. So either you're staying at home or you're going to a gym. And think about it. When you go to the gym now, there's no distractions. There's nobody. When I go to the gym right now, you guys see me when I go live. It's either just me or maybe my boy Jose walk in or Johnny. That's it. So when I'm in there grinding, sweating like I put 30 minutes in on a BBW. Hold on. Uh-oh. Yo, you loud your boy T-Dub. Who's calling and let's talk about it.
T-Dub, this is your boy America's Faster Travel. How are you?
Oh, man. Wonderful hearing from you, man. I'm doing well. How about yourself? How you holding up in these times?
I'm doing great, man. I stay shelter in place order, but I mean, when I go to the store, everything is in the store, man. We don't have a problem. We don't have to wait in line. And we got plenty of toilet paper.
Where are you located?
I'm in Monroe, Washington.
Wow. I'm in St. Louis, and man, finding toilet paper and Germex and alcohol around here is nearly impossible. But I got enough toilet paper that can hold me for a while. I'm good.
No, I'm sorry. When I come back every couple of weeks, and this is day 34 of the shelter in place for me.
Wow.
And I'm saying I go to the store about every couple of weeks, man. I shop like normal, right? Do what I gotta have, and you try to swing by either Olive Garden or Pasta or Panda, get you some takeout, right? You come on back to the room.
Because you know why? You want to know why American Fast Travel is because it's all on the people and who panic and how people react to people panicking. Where you at, people are not doing that gotta buy everything up and empty out the stores, which everybody's acting normal. And everybody acts normal, then you can proceed as normal. Because I haven't seen anything that says there's a shortage on toilet paper, there's a shortage on alcohol. If there is a shortage, it just got created by people doing mass buying, and everybody can't get to it. But where you at, it sounds good. But what do you think about this matchup, American Fast Travel?
I know that. I'd like to see that, man. I just put it out there. I just pull it for one time, right?
Oh, hey, you think one time can get them?
I don't know. I don't think we, despite the knockdown right in the backyard fight,
Oh, it's a big
And,
fight, and it's competitive.
yeah, I'd be pulling for one job, man. And by the way, speaking of fighting, I thought you said somebody was coming to town you was going to spar with, man. You gonna film it and upload it so we can see what TV?
Oh man, he's probably not coming, and probably when all this stuff is over with, he's in Arkansas or Tennessee, I believe. Um,
Right?
but yeah, I mean, we're gonna spar, and it's gonna be real sparring. But I will get permission first. It's a really good friend, like a childhood friend. But he wants smoke. Listen, see, between Terence Crawford and John Paul, they say they don't want to fight each other. They want to wait. Me, I give out that smoke. You say you want that smoke with me. I am back in the gym. I'm training hard. I'm training as if I'm preparing for a fight. Because I want, whenever I get tested, you realize you went up against the best version of me at that time. Oh, we're gonna get that smoke, and you guys, you gonna know about it. You're gonna know about it. I don't know if I don't know if I'm sure because that's a good friend, and honestly, we kind of look up to each other, and I think he looked at me as being to him, I think a really good boxer, and he wanted to test his skills against mine to see where he's at.
Right.
But
Listen, man, I thank you for being there. Thank you for putting in the work, man. I mean, your phone wasn't ringing. I wanted to put a call in just to say thank you, right?
yes,
Keep
sir.
up the good work. And I don't know, man. We'll get through this thing. Some of the states have already been extended an additional month.
I heard that.
Like Florida's going to like June 30, man. So it's like, wow.
Gosh,
I don't
that
know, man.
yeah.
But keep up the good work, man. Stay safe, right? And keep the videos coming.
You got it. Thank you, Mr. Pat Travel.
All right, man. God bless you.
Yeah, listen. I hope you guys, man. Listen, guys. I'm trying to give you guys something different. You know how it is. Right now, you go through all of your Hulu and listen. You guys already done it. You run out of content to watch, and sometimes you don't want to rewatch the same episodes. And with your boy T-Dub, listen, I don't know what I'm gonna say, so how can you predict it? Yeah, you know a topic, but you know me. Sometimes I'm like a kid on a bike without training with for the first time. I fall off topic a lot, and I'm somewhere else down a deep alley. Don't know how I got there. Take years to get my way back. But let's get this smoke. Smash that like button. Listen, if you ain't smashing the like button, then you ain't smashing right. And you wonder when you go home with your girl and it's time to smash. You got your workout headband. Oh, somebody want smoke. Hold up. Yo, you're talking to your boy T. That was Blazing Sports. Who's calling and let's talk about it?
Don Dada, bro. What's happening with you?
Don Dada, you know me, homie. I'm keeping it easy. What's happening with you, homie? You being safe out there?
Hey, man, I got a whole lot to say about it. You know that. That's
Let's
why I'm
talk.
calling in. That's
Let's
why I'm
talk.
glad that you got the great topic.
Let's work.
Yeah, hey, first of all, I think, the key to this whole thing, I think that you said early, because you said isolation is going to force us to have to be and deal with us, right? So, it's going to be the person that don't need the cheerleader that can still make games and not losses, man, because, it kind of reminds me of like the NBA strike, man. I don't know if you remember that, but
Yeah.
but before the strike, man, Sean King was flying through the air like a gazelle.
Yes.
But after the break, he was like you. He was patting his gut, you know what I mean? They had Sean King in the Santa Claus, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of these guys is already trying to come down from cruiserweight and light heavyweight when they was active. So now, they might have to come down even bigger.
But you got to think about it, though, Don Dada. To me, I think it can almost be a reverse effect because they don't have nothing to do. See, when the NBA have a strike, they still had everything. They can take these vacations. They can eat at these restaurants. They don't have, that's all they have. But now that stuff is closed. So either you stay home and be around family for so long, and sometimes you need space from family, then a lot of people and fighters, they go to the gym. And this is a good time to get their body right. Normal people have been posting workout videos on Facebook. I've seen some athletes do it. I think I even saw Tyson Fury do it. it is a good time that it's a bad time, but a good time for athletes to hone in on their skills and be ready when time calls.
And that's so true. You know, it's and that's when like a great corner man or a trainer come into play. You know, to help give you that extra little boost. You know what I mean? But
Right.
they can't push you. You know, off your stool in the 12th round to make you go out there. You know what I mean? You got to get up, and you got to take that step, and deal with whatever happened after that. So I think that's the thing. See, man, but here's the thing, though, right? Is that Keith Thurman? If we just go on like actual like focus in and talking about boxing, like say like what they call it, commentating.
Yes.
As the ring guy, I think that he does an excellent job. You know what I mean? I think being able to, put his perspective on it and his, how he would try to attack it or what he's seen as the weakness or the strength, I think that's wonderful. You know, he probably does that a little bit more than most. And at this time, he probably would be, probably one of the best active fighters as far as doing something like that. You know, he got a little bit of that WWE in him, you know what I mean, where he can sell the show a little bit.
He got a good mouthpiece on him, and he knows boxing. But how do you see the matchup between, if it happens, which I don't think is going to happen next, but he told Terence Crawford, send the contract, and I would sign it to potentially be next. How do you see that fight? One, do you like it? Two, how do you see it going?
Okay, I love it, but I don't think that it's going to be like, the all-time classic style, you know what I mean? Because, and I'm glad that you kind of trying to put me back on track, man. I appreciate that. But the thing is, right, is that when, now everybody, first of all, they say, Pacquiao, we don't want to see you get destroyed by Bud, right? It's like a high percentage of people say that or whatever. Not saying that Manny's not a warrior, but there's levels to the game at this time, right? And he said he didn't want to throw punches against Manny Pacquiao, who they don't even want to put in the ring with Bud. So and that was because now, see, and that's the thing, was that because of what he thought Manny would hit him with, or did he think that he would injure himself trying to injure Manny? You know what I'm saying? Where he said he didn't want to be able to throw the punches. So, and then like what you said with isolation, he did say he was getting into meditation. You know what I mean? So that can help. Big time with his focus or whatever. You know what I mean? But but yeah, and see, that's the thing. Like he even said, let his hands go. You know what I mean? He used a classic bowler line, and so. If he's willing to go there or even able to go there, see, that's the whole thing, man, is that, man, they've been holding up the welterweight division for so long, right? Now with him, it's probably been, 3 years plus that he was accused of ducking BJ, right? And now all of a sudden he put him up on a more important.
Well, I mean, he has to, because think about this. EJ at the time when he first got brought up, EJ didn't have a belt, and then EJ went out and got a belt. But now EJ, listen, outside of Manny Pacquiao, he's the man. He has 2 of the 4 major titles. Pacquiao has 1, and Terence Crawford has 1. He has no choice but to concede that not Keith Thurman, but Earl Spence Jr. is the man right now. And think about it, he still said that. He said if he can't get Pacquiao, he wants Earl Spence Jr. If he can't get Earl Spence Jr., then he'll take Terence Crawford. Just to go off topic for a minute, I really don't want to see Earl Spence Jr. face any of them guys in his first fight back. Because, 1, if they win, they won't get the full credit. And 2, I don't think they will. If Terence Crawford fought Earl Spence Jr. next, and he beats Earl Spence Jr., I don't think Terence Crawford gets the full credit. If Manny Pacquiao get him, everybody's going to say that the car accident affected him. That's what they're going to say. So I want to see him back and see if he looks like the O. And if he said, okay, he looks like the O, then throw him back in there. Because listen, Earl Spence Jr. don't want soft touches. He wants the real thing. But if somebody beats him his first fight back, and now he has to wait even longer because of this corona stuff, I just think that they're not going to give full credit if they beat Earl Spence Jr.
T-Dub, come on, man. Look, is he a champion or is he not? He got 2 belts. Now, you want to say, oh, he got 2 belts, but then you want to say, but we don't want to put him up to the championship caliber competitor, man. Come on,
No, it's what they go through. It's what they go through. Injuries. He suffered a major injury. Yes, he's a champion. He was a champion before the accident. This man was probably going hundreds of miles an hour in a car that flipped over several times and flew out of it.
I understand, bro. I've seen the tape. You know what I mean? I've seen the interview, and it's truly a testament to God's glory and blessing to be able to give us an opportunity and a second chance for that, right? But see, here's the thing, man. It's like when I say I want AB, it's because AB said something, right? Like when I say, hey, I want Danny Garcia, it's because Danny Garcia said something, right? It's when we say, hey, I don't, you want Bud and Keith Thurman, it's because Keith said something. And just like when I say Earl Spence Jr., it's because he said something. When he said, who has Bud fucked? Bob ain't gonna give him to me. He's smoking mirrors, right? And you don't have a fight. People don't understand this, man. But you don't have a fight when you say that, and then you gonna fight Little Mike, bro. You know what I mean? Come on, man. And then after that, right, Bud go 2 ballots to meet up with EJ and try to make a fight. And he settled for Porter, who couldn't sell out the Family Dollar. But it was for the belt, so I understood that. That's a strap. But and I understand the car accident. You know what I mean? And that's the thing with me.
You're looking past it. Most people that suffer, not all, but most people, boxers that suffer an injury and they are out of the sport for a while, they typically don't just come back into a haymaker of a fight. They typically come back with a tune-up fight, and then they might jump into a bigger fight. Some people may have 2 tune-up fights. With what he went through, here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it won't be competitive, but if Terence Crawford fought Earl Spence Jr. next, I don't believe Terence Crawford would get that credit that he would deserve for beating Earl Spence Jr. I'm a Terence Crawford fan. Before the accident, I thought Terence Crawford might edge him out 51% to 49%. A very, very close fight that really could go either way. I got to see it to see how it falls out. But if Terence Crawford, even he said this, he don't even want to fight him back first because he won't get the credit. And he's right. I don't even want to be like I said so, because if he beats Earl Spence Jr., all the headlines going to say the car crash affected him. He was not the same. He was this. Obviously, he wasn't this. So instead of having that, let him have a fight. Not a super tune-up, but let him have a tough fight. Get over that. Show us what he showed us before he got hurt. Then put him on there with a Terence Crawford or Keith Thurman or any of them guys. But listen, it's not up to me. Those are just my thoughts. You know what I mean? He can fight whoever he wants. Those are just my thoughts. You never told me who you thought would win between Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford.
I think that will win, but I think that Al owe you an envelope, bro, because you trying to protect the PBC from Crawford, man.
No. Come on, stop. Wait a minute.
Well, check it out, man. And you know I'm joking with that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, and that's why I'm just trying to keep it 100 with you, man. That's why I love verbal sparring with you about boxing, because I agree with you even when I'm disagreeing with you, right?
Yeah, let's go.
But that's the thing, though, man. Just beautiful about boxing, man. When you're talking about working out, it's the things like jumping rope, like, you know what I mean, being able to jump rope more so than worrying about running, you know what I mean, maybe even swimming, anything like that, right? But when the mitts, like Roger Mayweather, man, when he was working those mitts with Floyd, oh man, bro, it was like art. You know what I'm saying? Like when Muhammad Ali was jumping rope. You know, and that's the beauty of the sport that we love, man. And see, and that's the thing, though, right? Is that everybody say, well, who was Jose Benavidez, right? Jose Benavidez was a dude that said he wanted to fight him. He came to his city and he got knocked out, right? And it's just like, Felix Diaz, he came over from PBC. Give credit to him. Hank Lundy, he came over from PBC.
Here, let me ask you. Let me ask you something, Don Dolly. You
John Molina Jr., bro, he came over.
So you said that. Listen. To be honest, I would love if Al Heyman cut me a check and put me on that payroll. Listen, but hear me out. Listen, I only speak when I consider logic. But think about this, right? See, remember, I want to smoke. I want the Sean Porter versus Terence Crawford. As far as I know, Sean Porter is a PBC fighter. And the people that's holding up, not is Sean Porter. Sean Porter said he wants that smoke. T-Dub want to see that smoke and see who can inhale that tobacco without choking. That's what I want. But on their side, Top Rank side, Terence Crawford side, Top Rank, Bob Earl did a video today already talking about where the money going to come from. Who's going to pay Sean this? He's going to want this. He's going to want that. I just heard excuses, in my opinion, from Bob Earl how he won't make the Terence Crawford fight versus Sean Porter because he don't know where the money's going to come from. So it ain't T-Dub. If T-Dub is getting paid by Al Heyman, then Al Heyman need to send Bob Earl a check as well because he just basically said he's not going to make the fight. That's probably the more realistic fight. If Terence Crawford can't get Keith Thurman, he can't get Errol Spence Jr., he can't get Manny Pacquiao. Sean Porter is a thriller of a fight, and it would shift plates in the welterweight division, and Bob Earl just put a stop to it.
Right. But look, man, Porter had a belt. He had the green strap. He had to go fight EJ, right? Now, if he would have said, hey, I'm going to give Bud, I'm going to give EJ 30 days to make a fight with me. Whoever give me the best deal, that's what I'm taking. I could have respected that, right? It was that's an easy fight to make, but we ain't going to make it right now. We just going to try to, what they say, age out Bud, bro. Now, look, here's my thing, man. I ain't never said Bud.
How are they really aging out Bud? Listen, all right, down to here.
Doug, I got you. Listen to this, man. I did my research, man. You should be proud of me. It took Bud 2 years to be undisputed at 140, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same 4 belts that we trying to get into the ring and everything like that. And it took a man, Posto, who was a WBC champion, I believe, to step up and say, I'll fight him. And Dongo had, threw a couple of good punches.
Well, let's talk about now. Let's talk about the welterweight division.
Right, but look, that's my point, man. It's been 2 years since he's been at welterweight, where they've been waiting for another 2 years before somebody will finally give him a chance to fight. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
I mean, check it out, man. With that crash, bro, if that wasn't a wake-up signal to say, hey, man, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying him in particular, but I'm saying if boxing is what we gonna do.
Boxing is a business, Don Dollar. Listen, here's the thing, Don. Listen, here we go, Don Dollar. See, boxing, it's a business. It doesn't always benefit the fans, but it's a business, and I get it. So, for an example, let's say this: Walmart has all the products you want, all of them you want, but instead of going to Walmart, you go to Kroger's or Piggly Wiggly, whatever Snooks, whatever store is by you. So when you go to that store, you sign with that store, but you say you still want the same products at Walmart, but you didn't sign with them. So Terence Crawford, as far as I know, re-signed with Top Rank twice. In my opinion, if he really wanted to go over there and get a crack at those belts, when he had 1 and 3 was over there, then I would have thought that he would have worked the deal out with Al Heyman. As far as I know, no matter what color you are, most people say Al Heyman is very fair. I know Devin Alexander personally, and he says he is very, very fair, and he's not taking your money at all. No matter of fact, they get more money than a lot of people think. But he didn't do it. So now when those people got the belts over there, with the PBC. It's easier for them to make the fights with each other because it's in-house fights. The promoters don't got to argue with each other. The fighters already know how the split going to go. The networks don't have to argue with each other. It's very easily can be made. Now, does that benefit the fans again? No, but is it easy for a promoter to make fights with his own fighters? Yes. Bob Arum, Top Rank, has been doing that for years. If you look at Manny Pacquiao's track record, they were damn near all Top Rank fighters, in-house and stable fighters. It's just what they do. Because why go out the way and make a fight with another promoter when you got to see if it's going to make financial sense, which means networks got to want to do it. That's why you don't see too much cross promotions unless it's typically bigger fights. Now, I don't think that the PBC is ducking Terence Crawford. I just think they feel they can make more fights in-house before having to go outside. Difference is, Terence Crawford don't have no big fighters over there. So he needs the PBC more than the PBC needs him.
T-Dub, thank you very much, man, because you cleared up one thing for me. Boxing is run by the mob. If I'm not down with this family, I can't go over there and do my work, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm not held down by the longshoremen over there, then the union guys or whatever, they ain't gonna let me go do no work, right? They gonna block, and that's what I feel like they doing, right? It just seems like it's just a straight block move, man, because
it's business and a maneuver. It's business. They tease the fans with the fan. Think about it. Any fight that we really, really want, as of late, we don't get until sometime down the line. But it's risky. Joshua versus Wilder, never did happen. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao took years. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford, that may take some. So any fight that really people are looking forward to, especially, and here's another thing, the promotional companies, even though they talk about they want to smoke, they really don't want to smoke because you're talking about putting their heaviest hitter, one of the heaviest hitter against another heavy hitter and losing that power. That's why, in my opinion, they didn't put Joshua against Wilder, because if Eddie Hearn would have lost Joshua, that's a lot of power being shifted by one person. So these promotional companies hold on to those golden goose eggs as long as they can until they force to make them fight the fights that we want to see, which may not happen.
Okay, well, check it out. Well, then let's say that then. Let's stop calling it boxing and just getting to call it promoters being some greedy people then, right? Let's just call it what it is, man.
Most of the time it's not the fighters, sometimes it is.
But now check this out, Dub. In football, right? You got certain parts of the country, I'm talking about like high school, college football, whatever, that think that they run the sport, right? The South got their players, Texas got their players, you know what I'm saying? They got players everywhere, man. So if they was like, well, we ain't gonna play nobody from up there or out there or over there, then what, man? Then that's just, you know, we get to see maybe the SEC champ every year get to be the national champ because they ain't got to face no outside competition. You know, and look, and that's the thing. Manny Pacquiao was not even PBC. He was not along with the established crew. He was just the cherry pick gone wrong, right? The old man bag grab. And it was a backfire.
No. That you talking about when he fought Keith Thurman?
Yeah.
No. Listen. That was not a cherry pick by Keith Thurman. Remember, Manny Pacquiao picked Keith Thurman. When Keith Thurman came back out of his, because he thought, no. Because he had no choice but to take it.
And check this out. Now, word I heard, Pacquiao, he called out EJ not too long ago, right? And EJ turned that fight down.
I don't know about that. Huh? I don't know about that.
There was some rumor I heard.
Well,
I heard that Pacquiao was trying to get an Earl fight.
Earl Spence Jr. will hurt Pacquiao. I haven't heard it. Listen, I'm not saying it's not true. I just haven't heard it.
Man, I don't know. But
see, everybody wants the Pacquiao fight because since Floyd Mayweather's gone, win, lose, or draw, you have to take the Pacquiao fight. Like Keith Thurman. When Keith Thurman came back, he said, listen, he really wasn't in the shape or really the position and mindset to really take the Pacquiao fight, but he has to take it because it's a Pacquiao fight. It's like a fighter turned down a Floyd Mayweather fight. You don't do it. You take that fight.
Or a fighter turned down the Bud Crawford fight, right? Why would you do that?
Well,
The top guy.
Bud is a top skill guy, but he's not the top popular guy. Pacquiao popular sales. Floyd Mayweather popular sell. Terence Crawford doesn't sell. He don't sell like that. Remember, Terence Crawford is right now fighting is my favorite skilled fighter. But I can't say he sells when every time he went pay-per-view, it did 100,000, 125, or something less than that. I don't know. He don't sell like that. It doesn't matter. They did it. They did it, and it didn't sell. But I tell you, it didn't sell. That's just a thing.
I understand that because everybody knew that Khan was not that guy. But the one thing that we give Khan credit for being a king champion is he did accept the fight, right? That's what I was just about to say a minute ago when we was talking about Pernell Whitaker, right? Now, you trying to tell me that Julio Cesar Chavez got the undefeated streak in the record, and he's the cash cow, and he's everything. And if Pee Wee, my man Sweet Pea, get a chance to fight him, he gonna say no, right? He gonna say, oh well, if that guy, if he gets to be, if he takes 40%, then I'll fight him. Man, we don't know what Sweet Pea got paid, but we know how he performed, right? We know that the judges said that Chavez won the fight, right? And what did Sweet Pea say? Look at the tape. You know what I'm saying? So the gloves don't lie, man. You know, and I'm not saying, and I never said that who would win with Thurman, with Porter, with EJ, because I really, you know, for the most part, I wasn't like concerned with it, right? But I know that Broner said I will whoop him. I know Angel Garcia started popping off, and see, Bud is the dude where like he said. See, and here's the point, man. Is that there's three roads, or roads with Crawford. What I'm saying by that is Crawford fights the fight, right? Bob M makes the fight, and then Bomac he train him or / get under EJ's skin, whichever one is more fun for him on that day. You know what I'm talking about? So Bud don't really like to talk. He don't really
needs to, but he needs to.
He don't want to negotiate, bro. He just wants.
He don't need to negotiate, right? But you just gotta look at the business. He signed with a promoter that do not have welterweights.
Who promote Keith Thurman?
Well, I don't know if he was his promoter, but his advisor is Al Heyman. Al Heyman is the one that run the show. Al Heyman is not a promoter. He is basically a manager, but I think, in my personal opinion, he probably acts like the overseer. They don't make moves without going to him. But here, hold on. Let me break it down to you. Just hold on. Just like the Charlos got their own promotional company. Deontay Wilder has his own promotional company, but everything goes through Al. They're not in there making negotiations. It goes through Al. Do they know about it, or are they part of it? Al is the one. That's why everybody says, thank you, Al. Because Al gives them a voice. He gives them their own promotional company where they don't have to pay a promotional company, and they go through Al. Top Rank is a promotional company. And he does not have any welterweights over there. That's valuable. And Al Heyman has all of them for the most part.
Hey, well, what about what's the guy Ortiz Jr.? Can he fight him?
You talking about that young guy?
He would or he wouldn't.
The young guy?
Yeah, he's 15-0 with 15 knockouts, right?
Well,
if don't nobody from if either one of them top two guys don't want to fight him, there you go. I don't like fighting undefeated guys, right? What about that guy Bruce Ennis? I mean, there you go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think it's just undefeated.
We got Josh Taylor, bro. Come on now.
I don't think it's just undefeated. Well, I mean, you talking about bringing up some guys now that's from 140. But
no, Bruce Henderson's already won 147.
you said
And
Progress. Progress
and
140.
Ortiz Jr. is
Or
already 47 too, right?
he's 47, but he's young. See, you're bringing up people that have undefeated records. You're bringing up really, like, listen, these guys are nice. Don't get me wrong. And they have future stars written on them. But it's a timing thing. Are they ready? Will it elevate Terence Crawford's career? Or would it be like he was too young to take the fight?
That's a great fight. Well, look, but here's the thing, though, right? Is that if Bob Arum offered him $2 million, they ain't gonna be like, oh man, I need to get $12 million. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
say, hey man, I'm gonna take
all
that
right,
$2 million.
check
And
this
I'm
out.
gonna buy my house.
Well,
right?
maybe them, but you know what? Listen, see, that's still a fight that is more risk from Terence Crawford than it is for those guys, because you're giving guys that fought 14, 15 fights a shot at a title. And if Terence Crawford beats them, well, hold on, but no, hear me out. If you're talking about what's his name, Junior, the one you just said,
Yeah,
right?
Ortiz
Junior, right? So you talking about giving a fight?
He ranked number 3 somewhere.
Hold on. But when he gets his shot, he gonna get a shot. But if Terence Crawford fights him right now and beats him, they're gonna say he was too green. And if he beats Terence Crawford, listen, right? But it does mean, because that's what moves you up and down the ladder. It's that's why.
Peep it out.
Hold on. Let me keep rapping. Hold on, champ. Hold on. But listen. You trying to bring up Floyd, but Canelo have 40-some different fights. You're talking about compared to some guy that have 15 fights.
I don't know how many amateur fights that dude had.
Well, and this isn't the amateurs. He can have 50 or 5,000. Right. This is the pros. And in the pros right now, he is still making a name for himself and have not made a name for himself. If Terence Crawford be the person that has not made a name for himself, he will not get the full credit. If the Vargas beat Crawford, yes, he gets all the claim because he beats the belt. But Terence Crawford needs to fight like Earl Spence Jr., Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. Because they're making all the fights with themselves. Listen, that's. They need to pay. Top Rank needs to pay, and Bob don't want to pay.
I don't care about who pays.
But it's a business. They have to. Listen, all right, think about this. You said that they don't want to fight them. Bob Arum, I believe, offered Danny Garcia like $3 million. Then he turned it down. But then he turns around and pays Amir Khan $7 million or somewhere between 7 and 9. Wait a minute. If he really wanted to, but that's part of it. Why would you pay somebody else like Amir Khan twice as more than you would pay Danny Garcia, but yet you say Danny Garcia is ducking Terence Crawford when they offered him a significant less to fight somebody with a glass jaw? But all right, I'm going to get the last 30 seconds before I wrap it up. 30 seconds, Sham, go ahead.
I apologize and I appreciate it. But I want to say this, man, is that first of all, man, we was talking about like financial stuff, but I probably wouldn't be the guy that would still be on the phone with you this long, man, because I don't know nothing about that. All I'm talking about is when they ring the bell and they go to the center of the ring and they start to do their little thing, man. And and what happened, man, I mean, like most of the time, man, when they even get on the mic, I don't even be paying attention to that, man, because I don't want them to take away my joy of the sport. You know what I'm saying? That goes for all sports, man.
10 seconds, Champ.
I appreciate being able to talk to you. But hold on, but here's the last thing I want to say. Is that here's the thing that we're talking. If we know we can't fight each other, we don't sit up there and say, oh, yeah, well, this dude, he ain't nothing. But they keep Bud's name in their mouth with like Charlo, the little twin guy, and Bud say, hey, man, I'm going to show you who really run the jungle, right? So if you know you can't fight the guy, why would you sit up and talk about the guy? My man Dub, I appreciate it, man.
You got it.
With me, man. Thank you, man. God bless, man. Everybody take care, man.
Thank you. All right, guys. So let me get wrap this up and jump back to finish up work from home. All right. So let's get to it. Thank you. Shout out to my boy Don Dollar. I appreciate it. Bringing the smoke. Let's get it. So even though we don't like this about boxing, and it doesn't always benefit the fan because boxing it's about business. The fighters is called prize fighter. They fight for money. So even though we don't want money to come into play, it's always into play. He said that basically PBC fighters don't want to fight Terence Crawford. Well, the last thing I heard was out of Sean Porter's daily mouth, they want that Terence Crawford smoke. I even seen where somebody wrote that Sean Porter is like he wants to fight Terence Crawford. And as far as I know, Terence Crawford's last statement was that he really don't want to fight Sean Porter right now. They would have to come to the table, talk about certain things before it even be considered to even actually be a fight. So that is a PBC fighter, Sean Porter, that is interested in fighting Terence Crawford. I want to see it. And if Keith Thurman a man of his word, which I don't know, but he said he'll fight Terence Crawford, guess what? I want to see it. See, I don't keep nobody no witness protection. I put them all out there to get hit by the hitman. I push them into traffic and see if you survive. That's up to them. Now, even though they said to the PBC fighter, you want to bring up money, listen, money's always involved. Money can be used to make fights, and it can be used not to make fights. When you offer a fighter you want, like Danny Garcia, who does have a pretty good following, who always done pretty good numbers, champion at 140 and also champion at 147. You offer this man over half the money that you offer Amir Khan. And the bad thing about it is, you offer Danny Garcia the money first. He turned down. You didn't even up the money. You didn't even negotiate. He shot down a low offer, then you go pay Amir Khan a lot more money. And I have yet to be heard that to beat Amir Khan, that they went back to Danny Garcia and offered him the equal amount of money, more or equal, than what they paid Amir Khan. I think it's obvious that Danny Garcia brings more to the table than Amir Khan does. A lot of people lost a lot of faith and hope in Amir Khan. At this point, I'm losing a lot of faith in him as well. Do I want to see Terence Crawford fight them fighters? Absolutely. Do I wish they always under one umbrella? Absolutely. Do I almost wish it was like the NFL? Make the people, break them up. You know what? I don't care. If you want to stay separate, do it. Have Top Rank be a division. Have PBC be a division or whatever you want to do it. And then their records, get them into some kind of boxing a playoff at the end of the year or whatever time they decide to do it. It could be May or September, whatever they like. And that where we see the high seed versus low seed to ultimately we get our Super Bowl version of boxing every year. And that could be a thing because now, not only are you winning this tournament every year, can you repeat the next year? There is no ducking in that. Yeah, you might get away with not fighting some certain fighters throughout the year and build your record up. But when you go into this playoff, you have to fight the best from Top Rank. You have to fight the best from Matchroom. It can be worked out, but the thing is, people don't want to work it out because people don't want to risk their prized possession. They don't want to risk it. When Manny Pacquiao was a prized possession, they didn't want to risk that too early against Floyd Mayweather. Anthony Joshua against Wilder, they didn't want to take the risk that early. They want to treat all these fighters that show potential of making money like cows and milk them. Why they want to milk them? Because it's all about business. It's not about the fans. The fans, sometimes you get the fight you want, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get the fight you want. We didn't even know it was going to be that type of fight. But it's your boy T-Dog. And as always, as you smash that like button, here is what's blazing the sports.